Hello all, my name is Abdul Rahman and in this video we are going to install MySQL and PopSQL. So MySQL is one of the most popular databases in the world. MySQL is an open source relational database management system for WordPress sites. That means it helps you to store all your blog posts, users, plugin information and etc. It stores the information in separate tables and connects it with keys, which is why it's relational. MySQL is free and open source. So right in this video we are going to install two things. One is MySQL. We have learnt about what is MySQL, and we are going to install MyPopSQL, PopSQL. And PopSQL is modern SQL editor. It is an easy way for your team, for us, anyone to write SQL queries, share the results and visualize the data. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all we have to download the MySQL installer. So I will be opening my web browser here, and okay, so it has been opened. So now I will type here is MySQL community server. MySQL community server. Okay, so now as you can see here we have the first side on the screen, download MySQL community server, and it's dev.mysql.com. so we should click that. Okay, after clicking that we went on a page. Here we can see some MySQL community downloads, and then we have MySQL community server 8.0.29. So we have select operating system. So if you are on Windows, if you are using Ubuntu, Linux or Mac OS, so whatever you are using you can choose from here. So here I am using Windows 11, so I will be using the Microsoft Windows. Okay, so now if we scroll down here, we have two options for downloading, which is okay. So we have two options for downloading, but here it will be downloading the zip file. So we don't want to download zip file and extract that there. So before that I will click is go to download page, and here we have two options. Again, this is the operating system that I want is Microsoft Windows. I have choose that before only. And then here what we want is, I want to install MySQL. Here also we have two options. So let's download the first one. I will click here is download, and now it's asking me to log in or sign up for an Oracle web account. So I don't want that, so I will be clicking here is no thanks, just start my download. Okay, when I am clicking this, it's asking me that where to download the installer. So I want to download this in the downloads. Will be clicking here is save. So it's downloading. I think it has been downloaded. So let's go ahead and check it. So here I have downloads. Now okay, so it has been downloaded. Okay, it has been downloaded. So what I will do is you can store this file, this installer anywhere community. Okay, but I have stored this in the downloads. So I will be double clicking on it. It's checking. Please wait while Windows configures MySQL installer community. So let's wait for some time. It will be installing. So here it has asked me, do you want to allow this app to make some changes? So here it's asking me the prompt. I will be clicking is yes, and again it's asking. Okay, so now here it has while I have clicked this two times, it has opened the setup page, setup window. So here choose a setup type. Please select that setup that suits you use case. Okay, so here we have five options. One is developer default, server only, client only, full and custom. So here developer default, like many developers who writes MySQL, they will be installing with this, but we can choose anyone from here. So what I want to choose is custom. I don't want full also, but here I will be using custom. So I will be clicking here on the custom. Okay, and now here we have option my next. So here select the products that we want to install on this computer. We want to install the products, which products of MySQL. So here we have four options: documentation, MySQL connectors, applications, and MySQL server. So here, as you can see here, the plus sign, the small plus sign here. So let's click that. If we click here, in that one we have another MySQL server. Okay, so here we have also plus sign. I will be clicking it, and now we have three options. One is MySQL server 8.0, another is MySQL server 5.7, and another is MySQL server 5.6. So these are three the versions. You can download anyone. So if you download the latest one, it will be better. So I will be download the latest one, MySQL server 8.0. Here we have plus sign option. I will be clicking this one, and now here we have all of this. So MySQL server 8.0.29, that is x64 64-bit. So if I click here, we have, before clicking this, okay, so here as you can see here, all of these arrows are here. These are all in the gray color. So when I am clicking on MySQL server 8.2.0 8.0.29, it's showing me the arrow. So I will be clicking that one. So I want to download this one, so I will be minimizing all of this. So here we have another option is applications. When I am clicking on the applications, we have again four options: MySQL Workbench, MySQL Visual Studio, MySQL Shell, and MySQL Router. So from all of these, I want to use MySQL Shell. And here we have another option, MySQL Shell 8.0. I will be clicking on this one. Okay, so then again the same thing I am doing is I will be clicking on MySQL Shell 8.0.29 x64, and again here I will be using this arrow which is directing towards the right. So you can install, you can save the settings as I have done, or you can save the settings as you want setup. So now we have to click here is next. I will be clicking next. So here install the directory and the where it should be, the data should be installed, where should be the data should be saved. So I want to store all of the data in the D drive and applications. Okay, and now you can choose any file, not any file. You can choose the directory which you want to, where you want to save the MySQL, where you want to install it. So here we have one option. If you can't understand with this, you can click here is three dots. When I'm clicking here, it's showing me in the file in the type of file explorer. You can choose from here in the file and you can go there and click OK. So I have set here, and now I will click here is next. Okay, next, and I will be clicking is, so these two has to be downloaded, so I will be clicking execute. So these are downloading, installing, it's in progress. So the last one has downloaded, so we have to, it's downloading the first one. This is it's in progress, 72%. Okay, so now these both of them are downloaded. So here we have an option next. Okay, next, or I will be moving this one somewhat. Okay, so here I will be clicking is next again, and we have the execute all of these two things. We have to install these two things. I will be clicking execute. It's installing. It has been installed. 1243. So the first one has installed, the second one is also installing. It's 1%, 2%. So it had so both of them are installed. So now I'm going to click here is next, and now I have to click again is next. Okay, so as you can see here we have some of the options. So let it be as it is, we should be give this as it is. and again I have to click is next. So here we have use strong password, so this setting should be same as it is, and again I have to click is next. Okay, so now we have a root password. We have to set here is password. Whenever we are opening the MySQL, we have to type the password there. Okay, so it's very important. For example, if you are handling a company and you have the MySQL installed in your computer, and you have, okay, and many data, and the data is saved in there. So what we have to do is we have to set the password. That's why given the they have given to set the root password. The data whatever we have given is saved. Okay, so here enter the password for the root account. Please remember to store this in a, okay, so here I will be giving a password, and we have to repeat the same password again. And here you can add the user, any user, like you can add the user, but I don't want to add here, so I'll be going ahead. So let's click next. So this setting should be same as it is, but you can change it. So here start the MySQL server at the system startup. Okay, so you can keep it as it is, or you can remove it. Okay, so I want to be like that only, so I will be clicking here is next again. Okay, so now we have to execute this. So these changes whatever we have made, like we have set the password, we have made all of things. So for saving all of the changes, we have to click is the next execute. We have to execute that. So for applying all of the setups what we have done is saving all of them. So here we have everything is finished. So now here I will be clicking is finish. So we will now walk through a configuration wizard for each of the following products. So I will be clicking here is again next. Okay, so this setting should be same. You can start MySQL shell after setup. You can use this one, or not, you can do that. So I'll be clicking is finish. So okay, so it has been installed. MySQL has installed. So the shell has opened. We'll be closing this file explorer. Okay, so this shell has opened. So now I'll be opening MySQL server client, whatever it is, MySQL. Okay, command line client. When I'm opening it, it's asking me the password that I have set while setting up the MySQL. Okay, so I have kept the password. When I'm entering here, it's coming like this. So here we can create the database here, like I will be giving create, and here we have to use is database. Create database, and here I will be giving is the database name should be Sai. Oh, let it be there. You can create the database at any time. So I will be closing this. So we have installed MySQL server, and now what we have to install is an editor for creating the tables, for writing the programs in the editor. Like in Python we have VS Code. Python programming is a language that we have to install in the computer, and then we have to install some editor for writing the code, right? So now let's go ahead and install the editor that is known as PopSQL. So here I will be opening my new tab, and I will type is PopSQL. And PopSQL I will be clicking is PopSQL collaborative. I have to download this. I will be clicking this link, the first one. Okay, so we have, when I am clicking that link, I am going on this page, or you can just type popsql.com. When I am scrolling down here, we have the option. Okay, we are getting the option for get PopSQL. Okay, so here I want to download PopSQL for the desktop and then installer. After that I have to install that. So download it. So again I want to download this in the downloads. been downloading. Downloads. 5 seconds left. Okay, so it has been downloaded. So here we can see that PopSQL setup 1.0.67. Okay, so I will be clicking on the here on the PopSQL setup for 2 times, then it will be opening for the setup. Setting up is taking time. So you can use the PopSQL on the website on your browser. Okay, so here it has been opened. It's taking lots of time. So it has been opened. It's opening. It's downloading here also. Making small. Okay, so when installing that, after installing that, we will be having some options, like it will be signing out here. I will be to show that signing option. Okay, it will be, or let it be. Okay, when I am opening PopSQL, so before it I have installed and I have signed in, so I forgot to sign out. Okay, control enter, it's same. Okay, so we have two options. Plus, please sign in with your account. You can sign in with Google, or you can sign in with email. Okay, so it's better to sign in with Google. You will be clicking on it. It's going on a page on the web browser. Okay, so now we have to, it's showing return to the PopSQL app. Open PopSQL. Okay, so now it has been, my PopSQL has installed and MySQL also installed. So after downloading, before this I have already downloaded this one, so that's why it has not asked me some more options. Like it will be asking us sometimes what's your organization name. You should be giving your name, and then it will be asking how many persons are working in your company. We have some drop down menu, there will be, and then there will be options like just me. We should click that, and next we should click is next or whatever it is. Then we will be going on this page. First we have to sign in. Okay, so anyhow, that's all for this video, and in the next video we will be talking about how to install, not how to install, we will be talking about like PopSQL, not PopSQL, we will be talking about creating tables. We will be creating tables, we will be writing some programs like create table. Okay, so anyhow guys, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and thank you, bye bye.